Doo-doo. Okay, well, here we go. So, when we last... No, I guess that's not fair. So, this is Strength of Thousands. Book 2, Spoken on the Song Wind, Episode 9. Sorry, 9th session. Way to go. Everybody's made it this far. So thus far in the campaign, these various students have come to Magambia in order to learn magic for their own various aims. They managed to pass their 1 year of community service to the Magambia in the town of Natambu to basically prove that they're worthy and moral people capable of making it into the Magambia and contributing to their community and society. Sorry, remember I didn't have Sirenscape up. And over the course of that year, they did a few side missions where it became clear that there was some sort of magical force that was affecting bugs within and drawing them towards the Magambia. And this became super clear when everybody graduated from being initiates to being what is it? Acolytes? I don't know. From being
attendants?
Yeah, I think from being interns to initiates. And while they all got their magical masks that all the people that work for the Magambia get, they were ambushed by some giant insects. So the students managed to discover that there's a series of tunnels beneath the Magambia and explored that and found that there was some sort of conspiracy going on underneath the school, where there was a man made of stone who was leading a bunch of gremlins, and the gremlins were driving the bugs into the school to basically disrupt it. He was an old disgruntled student, but after investigating it, at first everybody thought, oh, this is the guy that's messing with the bugs and causing them to attack. But after they found the guy and really admired how cool he looked and just what a good guy he could have been, tragically they had to take him out. And once they were there, they went through some of his belongings and found out that he too had no freaking clue what all these bugs were about. And so the mystery deepened. More recently, there was a few students that came to the Magambia who were Anandis, which are like spider shapeshifters, and they said that they felt compelled to come to the Magambia and find out what it had to teach them. And these guys were attacked by griffins the moment they arrived. And so one of the elder teachers, one of the 5 teachers that leads the Magambia, Jonatimo, he tasked our players with finding out a little bit more about this mystery having to do with the bugs. And so they began an investigation where they talked to these Anandi students to try to figure out what it was that compelled them to come to the school. So they did a quick investigation and found that they were drawn to a certain building on campus. They investigated this building and found that it was occupied by some serpent folk who were disguising themselves as students. And as they delved deeper into this building, they found that it contained some sort of highly acidic artifact that was once there, but no longer. And they got a lead that there's some sort of leader of the serpent folk that are out there with this artifact, they presume. Secondly, the other part of their investigation happened last session, where they tried to figure out what was going on with these griffins that attacked the Anandis, to see if they were sent by anybody. So they managed to discover that these griffins were bred, basically, and they managed to track down an exotic parlor where this lady sells exotic animals, and they discovered that without her knowing, these griffins were like released into the wild as punishment for her for not selling them to a crime lord who, through some investigation, the players were able to determine was a Gripply crime lord by the name of Froglegs, which, if we just look at our screen, looks like a pretty good bet. They probably got that clue right. And there we go. That's the campaign. 1 hero point for myself. Thank you. Let me get my tunes going. Ah, there it is. So today's episode opens up. We are at Spire Dormitory. Camera pans through the hallways, and we see posters are littered everywhere of the three current candidates to represent Spire Dormitory as the member of the student senate there. We see Mariama with like brightly colored posters and whatnot that are like covered in glitter, and they have her campaign platforms plastered on it, which is less homework, more parties. And then we have Shepherd Fairy style posters for SC over here, where it's just red and blue of her in silhouette, and it says "Yes, we can" underneath it. And then, of course, Alexis Skywalker. What are your political posters looking like?
Oh man, I didn't think that far. Unity through music and passion. So, like, just think of like people holding their hands together, kind of like that.
Sweet, I love it. I'm inspired just thinking about it. So we see a few students standing around the posters, being like, "Oh, very, very interesting. Oh, okay." So they're discussing who they're going to vote for. So it's been 2 months since our last session, so everybody gets 8 gold for their student stipends from the school. Congratulations.
8 gold.
Because Jonatimo, he was like, "You guys have had a very busy 2 weeks, so I want to give you some time to refocus up on your studies."
Nice.
Yeah. And so as this is going up, we get another chance to try to make some progress on our houses. So let me try to find that supplement. No. Adventure Toolbox. Okay, here we go. So we'll go ahead and do everybody, then we'll catch our dwarf friend up on on this once everybody else finishes. Let's see. Starting on the top here, Mordain, what was the... I recall last time that you went to a different branch of the academy, so what are the two that you're currently in?
Okay, I am... Let me check. I am in the Rain Scribes faction, and secondly in the Emerald Bows faction.
Alright, and what was your level on either of those?
So... Rain Scribes, I am... level 2, where I got the general feat.
Mm-hmm.
And the Emerald Bows, looks like I'm level 1, where I got end up with Magambia lore.
Right. Okay, perfect. Give me one more second. So I just want to remind you that there are the students in the class that can help you when you're studying for these things, if you've gotten them to helpful. So let me read these out real quick just so we can have these in mind, because I've talked about these, but I've never really gone to any depth on them. So the three people that you have at helpful are Anchorroot, Shazir, and Zinwei. Anchorroot can help anyone studying for the Rain Scribes. The advantage that she gives you is that you treat your critical failures when you study for Rain Scribe classes as failures instead. So you know. Not something I want to count on, but there we go. Shazir, our cat friend, is a member of the Cascade Bearers. His classroom advantage is you don't get tired after you cram for Cascade Bearer classes. And then Zinwei is a member of the Emerald Bows. Her advantage is you treat your success to study for Emerald Bows classes as critical successes instead. Wow. Alright, that's the best one. Anyway. So which branch would Mordain like to try to advance?
I'm going to try to advance in the see, double check that. Yeah, I'm going to advance in the Emerald Bows.
Alright, sweet. So that's either going to be Deception, Diplomacy, or Society with a DC of 20.
Oh.
Okay, no problem. Mordain's still pretty shooken up by getting almost turned to stone by that basilisk, so you know he's got things on his mind. Professor Zuma probably keeping you up too late with his plot to phase shift the entire school. Okay, next up we have Alexis Skywalker. What are your branches?
Tempest Sun Mages, and I believe I am level 3.
Okay.
Alright, what's the DC for this?
We're level 5 now, so it's DC 20.
Okay. Alright, guys, let's do this. Boom.
Okay, with that, you advance from level 3 in the Cascade Bears up to level 4.
Nice, yeah.
So as you are... Everybody's like, wow, Alexis has really turned herself around from being a boba swilling party girl. And, you know, that talk Professor Oat had with you really paid off. So you get to level 4, so you get a skill feat. And the Simpus... Wait.
Trained skill feat, correct?
Yeah, let me read this. 4th level in the branch, you uncover hidden techniques that grant you extra benefits from your branch's associated skills. You gain a skill feat that requires the trained rank in one of the branches, associated skills. Okay, yeah.
Perfect. All right. I'm gonna take Intimidate and Glare.
Dude, that is 100% like in Alexis.
If she can scare people without even speaking their language.
All right. Arashi, what are you pushing for?
I believe I'm level 4 in the Cascade Bearers.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go for level 5 here.
All right. It's Arcana, Occultism, or Religion.
Oh, what skill shall I roll?
You rub your tinfoil hat.
Oh, just barely made it. Oh, Arashi's slipping.
All right. At 5th level in the branch, you gain greater influence, making it easier to collaborate, hoodwink, or browbeat members of your branch. Gain a +1 circumstance bonus on deception, diplomacy, intimidation, or performance checks to interact with members of the branch.
All right, I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Yeah. Name one Cascade Bear.
Frankie McCascady.
Yeah, he's there. That's true. You got me. Okay, and Tofu.
Does Mr. Ignancy have a class?
Oh yeah, he's probably helpful to you at this point. Let's see. He is a member of the Emerald Bows. His advantage is when you cram for Emerald Bows classes, treat your critical failures as failures instead.
That's lame.
You're lame. What advantage do you give him? Nothing.
Well, he'd be dead if it weren't for me.
Be nice to your boyfriend.
What would I have to do if it's Emerald Bow? Good are they? Just dog. All right, I'm gonna continue with Rain Scribes.
Okay.
And continue with Nature. I have to roll 20, so get at least a. That is a critical success.
Dude, it's like your 3rd crit in a row on these. You're not being
Gives
efficient.
me nothing.
Yeah. Everybody's like, man, he is such a good student, but he still does not know how to cast magic. It's crazy.
So, side note that's hilarious about that is I was mistaken, and I will get magic next level.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, all your teachers are like, he's just on the cusp. He needs a little bit more attention. All right, so that should take you to 5th level as well. So you get the +1 circumstance to Rain Scribes. Congratulations. So to our newcomer.
That gives me trained in Rain Scribe lore.
No, it gives you +1 circumstance when interacting with
with Rain Scribes.
Yeah, when using a.
I was listening. Shh, it's fine.
I get that. So to our new member, there's a mechanic in this campaign, which is there are 5 different branches of the academy that try to explore different forms of magic. As the years go on, you train and study to try to learn more from these branches and gain more influence in them. And your character's been doing this. So this is the document that lists the 5 branches. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read them out. There's the Cascade Bearers, which esteem imagination, from the dreams of the most visionary magical theorists to the innovations of creative problem solvers of all stripes. I don't know. They're all about finding new uses for magic. And there's the Emerald Bows, which emphasize camaraderie, my type of people. The sense of community and connection between fellow Magambians. They also interact with those on the outside of Magambia and spread the Academy's messages. They work as couriers and stuff for the Academy. They're the Rain Scribes, which value adaptability and thoughts and deed, as well as willingness to admit errors and learn from past mistakes. They're the Tempest Sun Mages, are the fourth branch, who inspire valor. Not only physical courage to stand up for friends and the school, but also intellectual courage to consider opposing viewpoints and widen one's understanding rather than staying entrenched in a single paradigm. And then there's the Uzun Jati, which are the funniest ones, which understand that knowledge lives in stories passed down through generations and is also earned every day through personal experiences. So they're all about learning stories and communicating to people through stories, like any good politician should be. And the professor that has taken the group under the wing, he is the leader of the Uzujanti. So to this character that we have not yet met, which of these sounds? Which of those branches sounds good to you?
Let's see. I was looking at them. I'm thinking the Tempest Sun Mages.
Okay, yeah.
Nice. Welcome to the club.
Okay. Since there's been about 5 or so chances to join these guys, we're gonna let you make 5 rolls on these. So,
is it all on the performance?
So for them, you can either do intimidation or performance as their 2 skills.
Oh, I see how it is now.
Can we aid him at all or no?
Lunacy Society.
No.
We probably would have been doing our own studies.
True. Okay. Good luck, bud.
I'm sorry. Can I can I change mine? I didn't know that we were rolling with the skills there.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Can I change mine to the Rain Scribes?
Yeah.
I see I'm better in survival.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Rain Scribes is perfect. So the first roll is going to be DC 16, and it's going to go up 1 from there.
Oh, man.
There we go.
That is terrifying.
That is.
All right, so we'll just go through this as it happens. So when so your first semester at the school, you did very well with the Rain Scribes. At level 1, you gain an additional lore feat and a lore skill associated with your branch. So basically, you get the lore Rain Scribe, and then you also get a skill feat to go along with it.
Okay.
Super exciting. We'll go to the next one, which is the DC 17. All right. So second semester didn't do quite as well and kind of stagnated. So the third one will be a DC 18. Yeah, that was around the time when the bugs started attacking campus, so you had other things on your mind. Arashi.
Oh, Arashi. Distracted by Arashi.
Yeah.
I love that moment, though.
Arashi's the party girl now. All right. The fourth roll is going to be a DC 19. What the heck?
Oh my god! You rolled 3 fours in a row, dude.
That's not good.
Well, the teachers are like, he's consistent though. And then finally, for the most recent semester, this one's gonna be that DC 20. Thank goodness. So with that, you reach the second level with the Rain Scribes. At second level in the branch, you learn about the history of the branch and the Magambia in general. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to recall knowledge checks about the Magambia, the tenets or history of your branch, and members of your branch. So, you didn't get to any of the juicy stuff, unfortunately. But we'll
Next time.
we'll get there. What was that?
I said next time.
Yeah, next time for sure. All right. So with that out of the way, with some nice studying, everybody's in the hallway talking about the political campaign. It's really heating up. Arashi. Let's see. Which system am I doing today? Is investigation a Pathfinder skill? Oh, dude. Let me unmute Arashi. There we go.
What am I doing?
Roll investigation for me, please. How about performance?
I love that poster, Vin.
Investigation is not one of our skills.
As your campaign manager,
Yeah,
I
perception.
did what I could.
All right, perception. Here we go.
All right, so Arashi's done some opposition research for you guys in his spare time, and he's come up with who the likely voters in this campaign are. So let me get these sorted out.
All right, go me.
So, yeah, so Mariama has Hybrim, Nizolo, all the A tier people. Herself, obviously. There we go. Oh, wait. She has prepared. Yo, Shazir's not on the map. Shazir is on the map. There we go.
He's right here.
I see him. All right. So after a quick exploration of things so far, we'll put Ma over here just for fun. All right, we got Essie in the lead with 5 votes, or she would be in the lead if we didn't have a powerful PC block of voters to push their agenda through. She's got Zinwei, Shazir, Okoro, one random Mott. Alexis Skywalker managed to break Anchor Root away from the from the pack. And then Mariama trailing in last place with Hybrim and Nizolo. Better luck next time. And then I believe in the lead we got Alexis Skywalker with Anchor Root and Ignancy. I feel pretty safe saying Vin's probably gonna vote for her.
I hope he does. Or we're gonna have problems later in the party.
I'm the campaign manager. I have to.
If I'm honest, I mean, the drums had me leaning towards Mariama, but this whole less homework policy I can't get behind, so I'll go with Alexis.
All right, Mordain. Who's Mordain thinking about supporting?
I can't remember his name. The guy who talked to me about teleporting the whole area away.
All right, that was one of the professors. These are all students that are voting in the dorm room.
Just vote Alexis. It's the safe bet.
Oh yeah, I'll vote Alexis.
I mean, it's really not, but still vote Alexis.
I saved you guys last campaign.
All right, yeah, that'll take Alexis into the lead with
Yay.
Callista. Looks like gonna be the deciding vote. They gave a vote to a bear. This is ludicrous.
Equal rights, excuse me.
And so, yeah, Arashi's Rashi goes to Alexis, informs her of the opposition research, and victory is within Alexis's grasp. Unless one of her political opponents pulls off a major stunt within the next few days. So as you
Disrupting campaigns since 2012.
So as everybody's kind of looking at these posters and Arashi's doing that thing, there is an explosion, kaboom, from Ignacy's room. You guys see brightly colored smoke and dust and debris like come out from the door, from underneath the door. And a few seconds later, as everyone picks themselves off the feet, you see both Shazir and Ignacy come like stumbling out of his room, and they're both just like purple, like just completely like dyed purple, and their hair's all crazy, and they've got like singe marks around their eyes, and they're coughing.
You guys get over there?
I go marching up, and I'm like, and I want to like intimidate and like stare down Shazir.
Like, what's going on here, guys?
And Ignacy spends a really long time trying to get all the like powder off of his robes, and he says, "I am never working with this amateur again." He points over at Shazir, and Shazir holds up his hands. He's like, "Hey, man, you're the one that picked out all those ingredients. I'm just the guy that put them together. It's not my fault you bought bad product."
What were you two trying to do?
And they say, Shazir puts his hands in his pockets, and he's like, you know me. We were just working on a little collaboration for some potions. And he takes his fingers and like extinguishes like some flame that was going on his ear. And he says, "Looks like things didn't go so well."
Sense bullshit.
All right. Shazir believes he's telling the truth.
Can I go and like peer into to Ignacy's room?
Yeah.
I want to see if I can discern what they were trying to do.
Okay, so either crafting or Arcana. Oh, big shock, Arashi. Big Arcana man.
You and your big Arcana skill, always waving it around.
So yeah, it does not look like they were cooking up narcotics. Looks like they were working on some sort of some healing potions. And for some reason, as Arashi looks around, he's able to determine that they probably had an unstable ingredient within it, because he takes a look at it and he's like, it turned into color spray, basically.
A very strange reaction for a basic healing potion.
And Ignacy nods his head and he's like, I thought so too. He looks over at Shazir, and Shazir shrugs and he says, hey, things happen.
Were there any unusual ingredients?
And Ignacy walks over to his alchemist table and walks back out, and he says, well, other than the trite that Shazir brought, he says, I did notice that Shokan changed this, and I don't know. He brings out a bag that says magic powder, and he says, the brand on this is different than what he usually carries.
Who is holding it?
Ignacy?
I'm just going to hold out my hand, and I want to intimidate him into giving it to me.
Okay, roll for it.
Oh, not as high as I want.
He says, sorry, babe, I paid. He stuffs it in his pocket.
Would you mind if I took a look at that?
He says, oh, for Arashi, anything. And he'll take it back out.
Uh-oh.
I love this bird man.
So I'm going to inspect the powder, dip my pinky in it, rub it on my gums. Wait, I don't have gums, do I?
On your feet.
Bird gums.
All right.
I've seen this technique used before.
Does it, do I know, is it unusual or odd in any fashion?
Roll crafting. Never mind. I'll just tell you as you're like tasting it. There you go. As you're tasting it, it's like sweet, and then it's sour, and then it becomes spicy, and then it heats up in your mouth, and then it's like icy cool, and then it just like tastes like dirt and stays tasting like dirt.
Oh.
So you can tell from a simple flavor profile, it's way too. It's just like not a stable ingredient. This is like pretty much like the base of a healing potion or something like that. And like the magic within the powder can't decide what it wants to be.
Very odd. Where did this come from?
Nancy says, I got it from the powder pile.
Maybe we should go and see if I don't remember his name.
Shokan.
Shokan has had a change of supplier.
Yeah. Yeah, we should definitely see something to choke on. I would like to just, like, completely unprepared. I just want to, like, march out with, like, half the evidence, like, just totally half-cocked.
Shokan, you're the one that's been drawing the bugs here. You're the serpent folk. What greater serpent is there than a dragon? And what's below a dragon? A kobold. Great. So you guys go marching over to the powder pile. And at this point, I think it's about time I stop ignoring our new player. So for our new guy, the powder pile is basically the school store, named because it has lots of magical powder in it. Wizards are super creative. And so, as these guys are heading over to the powder pile, we see that your character is already here. So would you like to just give us a physical description of, just who's your character? Who are we dealing with?
Let's see. My character is physical description.
Yeah.
He's about he's a dwarf with some he's wearing loose fitting robes. He likes to go barefoot, but he's wearing sandals at the time. Let's see, he's about just above 4 feet, and right around, I want to say 150 pounds.
Okay, sweet. Thanks for that. So, your character, despite maybe he didn't perform in a sterling way with the branches, with the rain scribes, he's still been a exemplary student so far and has done good deeds for the academy. And as such, he was recently elevated to the rank of conservant. So, I finally remembered what it was. It's initiate, and then attendant. So initiates are interns at the School of the Magambia. They have to fulfill a year of community service before they are allowed to become official students. And then you become an attendant, which is basically you can go to classes and there you go. And then the rank above that is conservant, where they feel that you have internalized the message of the Magambia and the teachings of magic enough that you are qualified to go out into the world and help the world. And for a conservant, that means helping the city of Natambu, which houses the Magambia. So you were... Recently, people saw that your magical fists were skilled enough that they thought you could be of service to society, so they gave you the rank of conservant. And so, as such, that happened a little bit ago, and finally you got assigned your first big case, your first mission from the school, as it were, since you arrived at the Magambia. Which is Shokan, who's the kobold purveyor of the powder pile. You see him once a month, or you probably see him more than once a month, but he's also the guy that you get your monthly stipend from. He asked for you to come to the powder pile to help him out, because he's got a problem.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, so you go to the powder pile and you see your boy Shokan. He's standing on a stool so you can see over the counter. You look around the powder pile and shake your head. You're like, look at all these measly level 4 items. I've grown so beyond this. He waves you over and he says, hey, and he squints at you. He says, I'm not very good with names. Who are you?
My name is Jing.
He says, oh, yes, of course. And he looks at his list of names that he's got for stipends, and he's like, yes, of course. Number 236. Got it. And he says, well, I'm glad you came. I've been having some problems. And he clears his throat and he reads from the handout. He says, as you already know, I keep the students stocked with the best alchemical and magical powders I can. I'm always looking to do that in as thrifty as a way as I can do as well, though. I work with many different suppliers from around Natambu. I mean, quality items are good, but quality items at a low price are even better. That said, I just got a shipment in from Bamidele. From Tom Bombadil. My old friend and longtime supplier. And that deal was really good. And he rubs the back of his scaly head. He says, I actually think that it might have been too good. It's cheaper than I've ever gotten alchemical powders from him before. On top of that, I don't think it's unrelated to the fact that I've been hearing that several classes in the last few weeks have had some major things go wrong with their mixtures or experiments. And he says, just to be sure, I've recalled all the powers from Bamidele from the classrooms until I can access what's going on, but I'd love it if you could go talk to him and ask where he got it and try to figure out what this is that we're dealing with. And he picks up a sack of powder and squints at it. I can't put students' work or maybe even their lives at risk if just for a good deal. He bows his head and he says, even a very good deal.
I will see what I can find out.
And he nods his head and says, "Ah, very good. Thank you so much." And then, as this happens, the door is knocked off its hinges and crashes to the floor, and we see 5 foot tall Vin coming into the store.
You flatter me. All 4'9" of me crashes through. The half of my head is shaved. There's a big bear scar. And although I am so short, I am so menacing. And I march directly up to Shokan and I say, what is the meaning of this powder that you've been swindling throughout the Magambia?
He goes, oh, then. He says, oh, I was just telling this young man right here that my supplier recently changed our deal and started selling me this stuff really cheap.
I pause for a long moment. What supplier?
He says, oh, my old friend Bami Dile. He recently came upon some new concoction that is dirt cheap compared to the old stuff. And here we are. He nods over at Michael or over at Jing, and he says, I just had asked him to go investigate it because I've heard a few students have been having troubles with it.
And I was just on my way over to the dormitories.
I turn and I say, just completely unchecked, I say, I demand to accompany you. It is a matter of honor.
I would be honored.
Boom. What a seamless and natural introduction. I'm a genius. Alright, and around this time the rest of the squad comes in. And gets filled in on what the goings on are. Do you guys have any questions for Shokan?
Yes. Where do we find this Bomb Dilly person?
He has a stall and trading bazaar. He's hard to miss. Just look for loud colors and listen for an even louder laugh.
Gotcha. What does this person look like?
He looks like, and Shokan takes out a sketch pad and taps a pencil, a few colored pencils against his tongue, and he says, "Give me one moment." He says, "Okay," a little here, and then a little there, and okay. His eyebrows are about right, and he flips it around, and you see just a beautiful picture of a man with a dark-skinned man with a shaved head wearing an amazing Technicolor multicolored dream coat. Very loud rainbow robes.
Alright, someone with a lot of fashion, I see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. He's quite the man about town.
Nice. And by the way, in this time, Alexis is going to introduce herself to Jing, because obviously Jing is there. So she's going to do a wave to Jing and be like, "Hi, my name is Alexis Skywalker. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Alexis, it's a pleasure to meet you too.
Sorry,
Oh, sorry. You got to be careful with your Alexa, because that's what happens when you say Alexis sometimes.
I had to change mine.
What great, just like low-level chaos. If you plan that out. And Shokan flips the page on his sketch pad and he says, "And this is a self-portrait I did of me."
Oh wow. You look very dapper in this picture, Shokan.
Thank you, thank you. It's my dating profile picture.
Oh my.
Yeah. It's hard to
Wonder how
get
many-
kobolds in Tambu.
I wonder how many Kobaldi girls you get with that.
Slim pickings around here, I assure you, my friend.
Alright, so to the trading post we go, correct?
Yep.
Alright. Are we ready, fellow companions?
I am ready.
Alright.
Alrighty, so you guys. Oh,
I'm the last one out, and before I leave, I just stare down Shokan.
that's not good behavior, Ben.
No, it's
Social skills, Vin.
Alright, so you guys head out of the Magambia, cross the bridge over into Natambu, and head to the Trading Bazaar, which is right over here.
Nice.
As you approach the bazaar, you can hear the life and crowded speaking of everybody at the markets, trading their goods and wares and stuff such as that. It's really crowded, and it's a vibrant scene of many bright colors and silks and spider umbrellas being traded about. And you see all the people in the interesting multicultural city of Natambu doing their exchanges. You guys can tell this is a very rich and prosperous city. But you guys have already known that because you've been here for like a year and a half. But there you go. And then you guys are like, they're just like, pretzels. And then down the way you hear, magical powders. I've got magical powders. Cheapest in Natambu. Yes, sir. Guaranteed to spice up your potions any day of the week. Magical potions. I've got magical potions.
I think that's the guy we're looking for.
Probably.
Mordain moves on.
At this point, since it took a while to get here, I've probably calmed down, and I just kind of give Alexis a look that says, "You should maybe you should talk."
Okay, fine.
I don't have anything nice to say.
Fine. Alexis is gonna come up to the guy that's selling the magical potions.
All right, you have to push through a wild crowd. As many people. Are like,
Oh.
over here, and they got like cash in hand, and he's got like a few.
Oh,
attendants
man.
there, like throwing out bags.
Can I send him a message instead? I have this spell.
Give me your brain.
Be like,
Yeah.
"Hey." Yeah, I'm gonna use my brain and use that message spell and talk to him. Be like, "Hi, my name's Alexis Skywalker, and these are my companions. We were wondering if you were what's his name again? If you were
I'll let me get your opinion on it. I'll post this in Discord. Thoughts?
Bambadilli, Bombadilli,
My Bamidele?
Bamidele. Bombadilli sounds cool.
Bamidele sounds, I don't know. That sounds
Bamidele.
offensive.
Yeah, I agree with Bamidele.
Bamidele. Hello, is your name Mr. Bamidele?
He looks around for whoever's sending words into his mind. And, he just says,
Yes. Okay.
He just adjusts his lapels and he's like, I'm just gonna walk over here and talk to you guys.
Thank you.
I don't like the setup for that scene.
The best part of that spell is that it comes out as a whisper, so it's super creepy actually. You don't know where it's coming from.
So he sees your masks and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, kind of students from the Magambia, always happy to entertain some of you guys." And he says, "Shokan already looking for a new shipment?" That wasn't his voice.
Yeah.
Shokan already looking for a new shipment? Well, he's in luck. I've got plenty. And he gestures towards his table, and he like bats down his sweaty brow with a handkerchief.
We're not looking for a new shipment. In fact, we're somewhat concerned some of your ingredients might be overly spicy.
Yeah, just what are you playing at?
Vin. Nice words, Vin. Smile.
And he knits his brow together and he says, genuinely confused. And he says, I haven't heard anyone complain. And you saw the line I had today. These things are selling off the shelf. Besides, I would never send Shokan and his students anything I thought was unsafe.
I want to sense bullshit. I don't trust this man. My character sheet isn't working.
Refresh.
Move on.
May we inspect a sample of this potion that you have?
And he says, oh, sure. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a batchel of powder and puts some on your hand.
Arashi, can you look at this, please? As Alexis has zero crafting knowledge.
Arashi just like starts pecking it out of your hand.
Alright. Arashi scoops a little up in the tip of his beak.
Okay, yeah, it's the same stuff that Shokan was. Oh, there we go. Now I will tell you that's the same stuff Shokan had. It's a grainy reddish powder that smells faintly of cinnamon. Succeeding on a DC 20 crafting check finds that the powder is highly potent as an additive, enhancing any chemical it's combined with, but it's highly unstable. It seems doubtful that anyone could get consistent reactions and effects with anything using this powder as a reagent.
Oh.
This powder, in practice, has proved to be unstable on multiple occasions in our academy.
And his eyes go wide and he goes, oh no! No one has gotten hurt, have they?
I don't know.
Look at Vin right now. Ask his boyfriend.
Just kind of now that my role succeeded, or that it actually went in. Just generally, does this guy look like he knows what he's talking about, or does he look like he maybe knows that this isn't the greatest?
Nah, he's genuinely confused. Doesn't seem that anything he's saying is false.
Where did this come from? Surely you didn't make this yourself.
He says, oh no, I get them from Abeo. Abeo the Calm, I call him, because he's so serious all the time. He meets me here for supplies, but I haven't seen him in some time, which is a problem because I've already sold out of my powders. As he gestures towards the table, and you see the entire crowd is gone, and it's just like the table's been turned over, and all his employees are like sitting in chairs, like exhausted, just like with huge sacks of money on their laps.
May you please tell us where we might find Mr. Bayo, the calm?
He says, "Oh, I'm afraid I cannot. He comes to me whenever I need more."
Do you know anything else about Abeo that may help us locate him?
Such as like a picture of him or a nice hand-drawn photo of him, perhaps?
He says, "Oh, well, you know what? Shokan and I were with drinks with him a few months ago, and I believe," and he digs into his pocket. And he was like, "I believe Shokan might have actually drawn a picture of him."
Ah. A Bayo.
Well, you've certainly captured his about-to-speak nature.
Yes, thank you. I didn't know. It's all Shokan. But he says, "As for anything useful, no."
Perhaps we should ask around the streets to see if a Bayo is around here. Since our friend here doesn't know where he's at. Whispers Alexis to her companions.
At first really loud, and then you start whispering.
Alexis has no volume control. She's a bard. Everyone hears her.
That's a bad. I think you're a bad singer. I can't control my volume. I'm sorry.
No inside voice. Okay, I'm willing to hit the streets, see if anybody knows
Same here.
the same back alleys and seedy gambling salons that I looked for the Gripply fellow at.
Okay. Roll. And... Loading. 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 Well, I'm just gonna say a underworld check.
Oh, what?
That might be a different system. A criminal.
I use society for that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my.
Never mind.
Can we do Magambia lore? Because we're in Magambia?
You're in Natambu, so if you have
Oh,
Natambu,
can we do the Tombu lore?
yeah, if you have.
Amon Alexis, come. Alright.
So, yeah, Rashi gets thrown out on his beak. Wastes quite a bit of time trying to find that. And, the merchant says, well, I'm sure if you guys want to stick around for a few days, he'll be here eventually with a new shipment. You can talk to him then. Let him know that his stuff is hurting people.
Should we do that, guys? I'm thinking we should.
It's a better idea than I've had.
Yeah, we gotta find him.
Let's stay here for about 2 or 3 days, you said, right? Mr. Umbabele? Balmy Deli?
Please, call me Bommy.
Alright, Balmy! Alexis said in her obnoxious voice.
Okay, well, yeah, you guys stake out for 3 days. Just like in a planter, eating fast food and drinking coffee and stuff like that. And then eventually you see this guy walking around with like, you see a Bayo eventually come down the way from the bazaar after 3 days. He's got like a sack full of powder with him that he's like got slung over his shoulder. He's walking towards the merchant. He's whistling a song, minding his own business.
That's our guy, guys. That's our target, guys. Let's go towards him.
Advance on him.
Do we want to trail him for a little while?
We
Assassin's Creed style, see where he goes? Or do we
could
want to
trail him.
confront him?
I'd say, maybe trail him first. Or should someone talk to him, get some more information on him, and then some of us trail him?
Before we do anything,
Well, we
I
want
make
to trail
him my hunted target.
Oh my God.
Investigation.
Okay.
He notices like the hunter's mark appear above him.
Oh. Oh my God. Should I talk to him, guys, or should I stealth him?
Well, if we were going to follow him, we would follow him away from the stall after he's conducted his business, correct?
True. Okay. I will stealth it and be like, I'm gonna keep my eye on him.
Okay. Go ahead.
Does
Mel.
I
everybody
got
wanna
a
do that?
3.
Sorry, what was that?
Does everybody want to do that, or does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah, I think we should definitely stealth and follow him.
Okay.
Let's do
Does
it.
Does anyone have quiet allies? So you know.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God.
Maybe it's a group roll.
Oh, Gene, you are on it.
Dude, look at that.
Alright. Maybe Gene and Finn can stealth and then we'll do some talking. Maybe that will work because we can't stealth.
No. This guy's whistling, minding his own business, walking along, and then he just sees these two like Magambia students, like just doing the Skyrim, like stealth,
Oh.
where you're just like
Oh,
crouched and approaching him. He's like, "What the?" And, with this, I want to just having a good chase music.
It's like your bear decided to war.
Yeah, your bear bleaker cover, Finn.
So once he sees you guys, he kind of recognizes you from being from the Magambia. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he takes his sack of powder and like throws it like around him and like runs off.
Oh.
So we're actually gonna begin a chase. So if everybody could roll their initiative.
So fun!
I got a question.
Yeah.
Is that an auditory or visual effect, the powder? Do you have to like make a saving throw for it or no?
It's an obstacle for the chase.
So is that
It's a optical thing.
okay, so it's not. Okay, gotcha.
It obscures vision.
You want us to roll stealth initiative since we were doing stealth?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Okay, stealth initiative. Please don't mess up again.
Do we have to roll stealth?
I get it.
I'll roll.
Yeah, I'll say yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I
have
didn't
a
put
token to
singing.
click
I'm
on.
sorry.
I didn't put your tokens out, so it's fine.
What's that?
We didn't put our
Just
tokens
have
on the
that.
map, so we couldn't click on it.
Oh, yay.
Dude, shout out to both of you like passing after flubbing it the first time.
I can't find. Oh, it's like at the top. Okay.
He's like, where'd they go? Okay, so the way chases work in Pathfinder 2e is that there's a series of obstacles that you're going to be going through and that he'll be going through as well as you're trying to catch up with him. He is like one obstacle ahead of you guys. So each round you will be rolling a skill that I will point out. I'll prompt you for it and I'll be like, this is the obstacle and these are the suggested skills to overcome it. If your characters have a different skill that you think would be applicable, you can propose that. And then you'll roll for it. Each obstacle has a certain number of points that you have to overcome in order to.
Yep. I accidentally rolled with Callisto instead of me. If you could just add 6 to mine, because mine is a +11, not a +5.
Okay.
The only question I have is, how far away is he?
He's just like a narrative amount.
Well, because I've got certain spells that got a really long spell range that aren't damaging, but could slow him down.
Same.
He is a plot distance away.
Yeah, the way it wants this to be like a skill challenge, and it doesn't want to have to worry about like spells and stuff like that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
My gravity well has a 120-foot range.
I hear you, man. But it doesn't.
And on your turn, maybe you can use it.
So if you want, we can say you like roll Arcana or something as your skill to reflect you using spells to like keep up and interact with the chase, but it doesn't want you to like use spells.
Is this a group performance or is it just like a solo and it adds to the whole thing?
Each person contributes to the chase, and then the group moves through it like, as a group.
Gotcha. Okay, so each person has to contribute. Got it.
Yeah. So with kind of those base rules, we'll get started, and I'll walk you through it as we go through. So the very first obstacle is the thrown powder. So this is a DC 20, either acrobats or athletics roll to avoid the powder, or a crafting roll to try to recognize and be ready for this. But yeah, he throws the powder in the sky, and this is kind of you guys running through it, keeping it out of your eyes, something like that. So we start at the top with Arashi.
Arashi is familiar with the density and other physical qualities of the powder, and therefore anticipates the direction of its travel.
Okay, sweet. Arashi passes, and he puts 1 point on the board for you guys for overcoming this obstacle. Next up, we have Vin.
Vin sees the powder, and to reference Assassin's Creed again, parkours off of the different stalls to get above the effect.
Okay.
I said he parkours to get above the effect.
Heard you, Vin.
Not as good.
All right, sweet. His form is good, but unfortunately, the fabric that you're on top of can't hold you. And just like rip right through. All right. So after Vin goes Alexis.
Alexis sees Vince falls down. It's like, I don't think I'm gonna do some parkour. Instead, she's gonna directly try acrobatically and gracefully doing like a pirouette backflip up and across that little powder.
Okay.
Using acrobatics.
Love it. Looks like great. Nope. Okay, sweet. Yeah, Alexis manages to perfectly jump out of the powder before it can get into her eyes. That's another point towards this obstacle from the team. Next up, we have Mordain. What would Mordain like to do to contribute?
Mordain sees the powder coming, and he decides he's going to quickly shift and step to the left a few steps while running to try to avoid it and still be on a pretty straightforward path.
Okay. Yeah, with 17, unfortunately, Mordain gets a little bit caught up. And then we go to Jin. How's Jin gonna conquer this?
Let's see. Jin sees. I see everybody's attempts before me, so I try to do a little acrobatic cartwheel and roll to try to stay out of the powder.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Wait, Arashi, don't you have that thing for investigators that give you a +2?
I mean, I don't think it just gives you a +2 to any old roll. Like, if you were rolling perception, I could help him.
Oh.
Okay. So no problem. At the end of this round, we see Abeyo. He gets ahead of you guys. Basically, you can see him like getting farther ahead, moving on to the next obstacle. You guys are still
I'll
on.
double check all that right now, Mikey.
You guys are still on obstacle number 1. So we'll go back to Arashi once he finishes double check.
Go ahead and give me my task.
All right. It's still the powder, so it's acrobatics.
Still the powder. So clue in. You share information with the triggering creature. You gain a circumstance bonus equal to your circumstance bonus to checks investigating your subject from pursue a lead. So, yeah. So I could help, like, if we were, like, rolling brain skills is what it looks like to me.
Gotcha, but not like acrobatic, because we're like pursuing him technically, right? So it wouldn't work out like that, or no?
It was more of a literal sense than a.
Yeah, it's there's a little bit of gray area. It's like I get a bonus to perception or skill check to investigate the designated subject. So
I feel like this is investigating him. You know?
So yeah, take a +1 if you want, guys.
Yeah, so that would be +1 to Jing, so that'd be a pass, right?
Oh, so you can do it to allies.
Yeah, so I can I think I can as a reaction I can
Sweet. Yeah, that works for me. So yeah.
I can give it to one person.
Give it to Jing so he can make it a pass.
All right.
I quickly share some tumbling advice.
Like, do you want
Center of gravity lower.
Okay, great. So that'll be a success for Jing then, and so that takes you guys up to 3 successes. So you just need 1 more in order to get out of this powder. So it goes through.
Let me try this again. How about that?
That's
nice.
that's a crit. So that adds 2 points to the board instead of just 1. So you guys are ahead. So you guys fill up the thrown powder. So you guys managed to get out of the
Swift
cloud.
motion of my feathered arm, I sweep the remainder of the powder away.
That's right. And you rush forward, hot on the trail of this guy now. And now you guys are maneuvering through the stalls and the crowd of all the people bustling about, ladies carrying pots on their heads and guys moving about. So this is obstacle number 2, the crowded market. It is a DC 20 acrobatics or athletics to weave or push your way through the crowd, or a DC 18 society to follow the flow of the market.
Ooh.
Yeah, to try to find the pathway through. So Arashi made his point, so we already have he got a crit, so we already have 1 point towards this, and so then it will go towards Vin.
I am going to I was trying to parkour over last time. Fell through the fabric roof of one of the stalls. Gonna try to roll out of that gracefully, and at this point, on the other side of the powder, I'm just gonna try to barrel through the crowd.
Okay.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah. So we see Vin disappear into the crowd, and we just see people like whoa, like flying into the air as he disappears. So Vin gets us a crit on this, which is 2 points. towards this crowd, so we just need one more to get through it. And it goes to Alexis.
Alexis is gonna keep on doing what she's doing. She's gonna gracefully move around, dodging obstacles, dancing, doing backflips, and all that stuff. Acrobatically.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Alexis.
Let's go, Vin.
Alexis leads us through, and you burst out of the crowd, and you see the guy heading into the twisting alley. Now you guys are on the same obstacle as him, so if you can, overcome this bad boy, he'll be captured. So it goes to Mordain. So he enters the alleyways. This is going to be a DC 22 Perception to navigate through it, or DC 18 Society to know the neighborhood. You've been here before. These tight, dense alleyways are filled with objects that threaten to trip and confuse people rushing through.
Okay, I'm going to try to know my way through.
All right, sweet. So we get a vision of Abeo. He's kind of running, and he's like, "Ooh, I lost them," and he turns his head, and we see him like I don't know, get pulled off his feet or something as Mordain is cut him off. He took a shortcut. Now it's in front of him. Uses gravity well. And with that, you guys have managed to successfully capture this fellow. And the chase comes to an end. And so he
Nice.
bumps into Mordain, and he falls to the ground. He's like, "Oh, shoot." He looks up at you innocently.
Yeah.
Innocently.
"Oh, you wanted to talk to me."
Oops.
I'm gonna restrain him.
Fair.
Nice.
This is a citizen's arrest. This is a college student arrest.
Does he have anything in his hands?
No,
Not anymore.
That's true. Okay.
nah, he doesn't have anything on him.
Okay. Alexis is gonna ask. Tell him, what are you doing here? Where'd you get this powder and all that stuff? So, would that be diplomacy?
Let me see.
Like, tell us what you know.
No, you can just ask him questions. He'll let you answer. Yeah, he's like, listen, I don't know where the powder comes from, okay? I wake up in the morning, I open my door, there's a package on my step full of the powder, and then, every once in a while there's like a note card that's got instructions on it.
You're lying. Sense motive.
You're lying.
Oh my god, I fall for it. I'm like, he's innocent, guys. He's a nice guy. We're bad people.
I mean, I would also be sensing his bullshit.
Go ahead. There's probably more to the story.
I'm gonna hit him in the head.
I don't like that.
He's a good person. We got the wrong person, guys. He's a good guy.
I hit him in the head. Don't lie.
He's like, all right, listen, I like to gamble, and so I did. I'm bad at it, and I lost a lot of money, and sure, I took out a loan from a criminal organization, and then I didn't pay it back, and now I do this, and now they make me do this to pay back the money.
I want to look at Jing and then look at Arashi, and I'm gonna be like, frog legs.
Is it? What's the name of this criminal organization? Abeo.
First one's gonna be a perception test. Ooh, Okay.
much better.
Yeah, when Alexis sees that, when Vin says frog legs, his like eyes go wide as he's like, he's clearly like, whoa, they know who it is, but he doesn't. He tries to be like, no, I don't know the name of them. They just run this one gambling den, and I don't know. No, I don't. I never meet anybody. They just like drop the package in front of my face.
Where can we find this one gambling den where we might see these criminal organizations?
And he, I don't know, names some area of the. Name some area of. What's the city called?
Natambu Lower?
Yeah. Yeah, names some area of Natambu. He's like, oh, this neighborhood's where I go to gamble.
You say the product is just left at your doorstep?
Mm-hmm.
How frequently is it left there?
He opens up his sheet and says, well, let me see.
You gotta check your diary.
Yeah. He says it's based on how much product our Bombi is able to sell. So they just drop off powder whenever he's running low.
And you don't know who this person looks like that drops off the powder.
He says, he's like, I really can't say anymore.
Yeah, you are. Intimidation.
All right.
Here's what I would like to suggest to you is that you have lost your shipment of product. Yes?
Oh my.
Yes.
You were here to deliver the product. Your frog-leg friends aren't likely to be pleased by that, are they? I suggest to you that your only refuge now is with us.
All right. I'll give you a +2 to this.
What, Arashi?
All right. Arashi didn't need it. The DC was 25.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Get it.
And he says, all right, fine. The person that drops it off is a Gripply. They look like a frog.
Yes.
Yeah, we know that.
Okay.
Perhaps could Abeo be of use in getting us an inn or vouching for us in this seedy gambling den so that we could go
in,
undercover?
Yeah, infiltrate.
They certainly won't recognize us. We don't stand out at all.
Yeah, we do.
Is
with
this
our...
the undercover mission I've been waiting for?
Yeah, we could like dress up and look all like Magombian.
You mean not Magabian?
Oh, you know what I mean, like the Tombuin.
A little bit of Natambu Nights. Anyway, I think that we have two alternatives. We could wait for another shipment to come, stake out his door, or directly investigate the gambling den he mentioned.
What would you guys like to do?
Jing, this is technically your investigation. What would you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Let someone remember that.
Spirals out of control.
I think we should investigate the location.
Okay, gambling den.
What do you guys think?
I'm down
always
with whatever
for a
you're
gambling
down.
den.
That's the undercover operation I've been waiting.
Yep.
Perfect.
We should have like a code name for this.
Codename. Powder. Oh, powder cake. There we go.
Powder cake.
I got it eventually. Okay. Suggest this to the man that you're interrogating.
How much do you owe?
Oh, it's like 125 gold pieces.
Oh, heck no. I'm not giving you my gold. We only get 8 per month. I don't think so. No, thank you.
If you help us with this investigation, and that leads to the arrest of this individual, or he's otherwise indisposed of, then that debt will disappear, won't it?
He's like, no way. I don't care about money. You gotta get me out of the Tombu. If I help you, they'll kill me. You have to promise you'll get me out.
If that's what you want, yes, I can help you get out of the Tombu. But first, you have to get us into this place.
And he'll gulp and he'll be like, okay, but he's like, you know, I only go on Saturdays or whatever, and they'll think it's suspicious if I go there earlier. So you guys have to come back and, you know, and we'll do it then.
I'm gonna I'm gonna get really close to him. And I'm gonna... This is gonna come off kind of creepy, but I'm gonna get really close to him and I'm gonna smell him. And then I'm gonna be like, no funny business. I have your scent. You will never hide from me.
Ooh. He is your hunted prey, I forgot.
I want to intimidate him. Let me intimidate him.
Okay. He looks over at Rashi and he's like, is this guy serious?
Like, you just see Vince smelling him. Like, just be like,
I knew I should have put it. I should never have listened to Alexis and put. I should have raised intimidation and not diplomacy.
I never said that. Alright.
Well, has he given it? Do we know the specific location, or did he just kind of mention a place?
Yeah, he gave you a specific location.
All right, we don't really need him.
Do you want to go in without him?
Yeah, I say we let him go then.
Nah, let's take him back to the
Oh, to the academy. You're right. Yeah,
He needs
for
protection.
safekeeping. Yeah, take him back to the academy with Shokan and be like, "This is the guy you're looking for. We got some stuff to. We have to break into this casino, or not break in, but go undercover in this casino to figure out more."
All right. So in order to get this guy to safety, it's going to be a deception, society, or stealth check to try to protect.
Deception.
Deception? Was that what I heard? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I could do that. I got this, so I could use performance at deception.
I'm getting real tight. No, I'm not going to allow that.
No.
Yeah. Number one way to get a guy out of safety is to like sing a song.
Okay. Society, right?
Destruction.
I could potentially use stealth unless somebody else says.
I have
Or
stealth
do we
too.
each want to roll, or is that? How do we do
one
this?
person. It's going to be one plan.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
It's a society, right?
Not to get too meta, I've got plus 11 is the best I can do.
Deception.
I
I got
inside
plus
your
11
That's
for
the
stealth,
best.
too.
I got a 13 stealth.
All right.
All right.
Ooh, that's the best.
You're doing it now.
Okay, I was rolling a bunch of 4s before, remember?
I was about to say I can't wait for this.
Out of your
15.
system.
It's time to turn it around.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Get it, Jing.
All right, sweet. The DC was 25. Had you failed a few days from now, Abeo would be found floating down the river.
Oh,
Oh, that got dark all of a sudden.
My heart bleeds for him.
We're a happy campaign.
I know. I'm sorry. Oh, then this frog comes in and ruins everything. Okay, so yeah, before that, you guys return to Shokan, and you're like, "Hey, here's what's the deal with magical powder? Frogs are messing with it, right?" Am I right? Or you go? That's what I thought I heard.
Insects, snakes, frog. Oh my.
Frogs, what else is next?
Yeah.
Dragons, probably at the last part.
Dude, you're not gonna be prepared. The second to last book is someone lost their mind and was like, "Ooh, this is what I'm gonna do."
Oh, man.
So I don't know. Be ready
This
for that.
seems to have a lot of Fae influence. I think it's gonna go Fae, but I don't know. No
We shall
idea.
see. Something's up. Something's up. I know that.
Alrighty, so you guys return to Shokan, and you're like, "Okay, here's the deal. Schemes within schemes. Bayo was getting artificial, this sketchy powder from some criminal organization that was selling it to him for cheap, and that's why the product got lowered down. So, gonna have to go back to the old expensive stuff or something like that."
Long story short, we need a disguise kit.
All right, well, thanks for taking care of this for me, everybody. Especially you, Jin. And he points a finger at Jin and says, "Hey, for doing this for me, have a 200 gold piece store credit."
Oh, nice.
Yay!
All of us or just Jing?
Jin can choose to share it with you guys if he says.
I have a feeling this is how he's gonna purchase his.
Oh, Jing never got his upgrades yet.
Yeah,
you get-
all his starting gear essentially. So maybe we should just let him have that.
Yeah.
Except
You need. Yeah.
we do have one striking rune. I don't think we've ever used, so he can have.
You
that.
could use that Jing if you want to get a bonus dice.
No, that'd be great. I'd love to use that, but I will share. I'm not gonna.
What a
Thank you,
generous-
Jin.
I won't be that monk.
Don't feel pressured to share.
The share if you don't want to.
No, I do not feel pressure at all.
In the same vein, I have the animal staff that we never sold
Mhm.
that we could also sell for 45 gold divided amongst.
It's just gonna come back to you again.
Oh.
Probably
Yeah, we don't want it.
lucky animal staff.
I'm just like, good. That's unlimited money. Sweet. Yeah, you can go ahead and sell that. And after a few days, Shokan works out a new deal with his friend, and trade opens up, and it's better than ever. And after this mission, the item limit at the powder pile raises to level 7.
Oh, snap. It got good. Okay.
Shokan does some rearranging of the.
So 200 divided by 5 is 40. And
We're not
45
gonna divide the whole thing. Let him buy his things. But take your 9 gold.
Take that 9 gold. I'll take it. We need part-time jobs here, guys. We're so poor.
I like that that's something the adventure specifically calls out in the GM section. it was just like they're not gonna have any money. Good luck.
But you get free feats, which is good, but also we're broke.
Yeah, you can have free archetype. Come on.
Sure.
Come on.
Ooh.
Okay, then after this, you guys are planning to go investigate that gambling den.
We're gonna have our disguises, of course, on.
Okay.
I'm going to
How
insist
would
that
you-
Shokan give us a disguise kit at no charge because it's part of his investigation.
How good could it disguise kit possibly be?
Roll diplomacy.
We can have like new dresses and new outfits.
Oh, that other Tengu that hangs out.
Yeah. Not named Arashi. It's his like friend. Karashi. I don't know.
Korash.
My name is Shirasha.
Shirashi. And then Topher will be Gopher. Bin will be like.
Dude,
I
this
don't
is
know.
gonna be who you guys are like disguised as you're going into the line. Okay, Shokan nods his head and he says, "Okay, I'll give you that for free if you pay me 2 gold."
That's not for free. But okay. You get you 2 gold. Here you go.
Thank you. And let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back.
All right.
I'm back. Hello.
Hey.
lately, whenever I've been recording the games, like a bunch of Russian bots will come onto the stream and start like spamming my chat room.
Russian what?
Or Russian bots.
Oh, wait, what? They bomb your chat room?
Yeah, they just like pop in and like do like a weird sequence of like letters and numbers and then pop off.
Okay. Viewers are viewers technically, right?
What was that? Viewers are
viewers.
I guess so. It is funny because I'll see like I go from 0 viewers to 1 viewer. I'm like, oh. But yeah, not good company. So.
Don't let Putin hear that.
Dude, screw Putin.
Imagine it's like a secret Russian secret language that they're discussing on your like video.
I know. I'm like, is it like a number station? I should look it up. It's weird.
You'll be like, oh my god, they're discussing war plans on your video.
Dude, I'm helping them
Yeah,
invade
your
Ukraine.
stream just like blows up because it gets media attention.
I'll be like that one dude or that like one real estate agent in Texas. That's like the only thing the North Korean Twitter like follows. This is like, what? Why? Okay, everybody here?
Yep.
All right, well, now that we've returned, Michael never gave you a place to pay me, so, everybody feel free to put money in that link. Okay, moving on. So you guys are at the powder pile, getting stocked up, and a courier comes towards you guys. Student comes towards you guys. And he's like, hey, everybody, John Timo wants to talk to you in his office. My name's Chad. I've been your messenger today. Ciao. He walks up.
After Chad leaves, I'm like, nobody's say anything about the undercover mission.
All right. So you guys go to his office, or do you
He
sneak
says
off campus?
unconvincingly.
Yeah, sure. I'll go to John Timo's office.
All right. So you head into his office, and John Timo welcomes everybody. And he says, hey, he pauses, and he sees a newcomer. He's like, oh, who's this?
Oh, that's Chad.
I know who Chad is.
This is Jing. We are assisting him with an investigation. He is quite resourceful.
He says, oh, what branch do you belong to, Jing?
Hold on.
He is a writing scribe like myself.
No?
Thank you.
He says, oh, well, good place to study, I say. And he nods his head. He's like, well, Jing, since you are here and they are providing you with some help, would you find it within your heart to provide charity upon them and help them in their forthcoming mission?
Absolutely.
He,
Absolutely, I would.
He smiles and says, good, the spirit of Magambia is within you. And he says, he'll point over towards, what map are we on? Still Natambu? Perfect. Okay, points over to a map of Natambu on his, over his desk, and he says, poop, points right here to the Mechi's Pottery Shop. And he says, just a few blocks away from here, one of the art quarter of Natambu, their canal crumbled and has basically begun like flooding. It has flooded this area, and a few shops on the edge of the canal are in danger of crumbling and falling off into the canal. So I would like you 5, counting Jing, I would like you 5 to head over there and provide whatever assistance you can to making sure that their property is protected and no harm comes to any citizens from this collapse.
Sure.
Sounds good.
All right. Claps his head. He says, "Easy enough." And he says, "Still having a few people look into the Gripply crime boss that you told me about. So, give me a little bit more time as I hold some feelers out, and we'll see if we can bring this villain to justice."
We shall try.
Yes, sir. Alright, sweet. Then you guys will head back out to Natambu on a different errand really quickly.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Road trip.
While I was in the bathroom, looked it up. It's Bombadile. So, there we go.
Bombadime?
Bombadile.
Bombadile.
Yeah. Alright. So many of these sound effects are just like cicadas. I don't know. They're all like different audio files, but they're really just cicadas.
Pretty cheap to record.
Yeah. I get enough of those in Texas. I don't need a pay service.
Welcome to the jungle.
There we go. Okay, so you guys head over to the art, kind of the art district of Natambu, and you can see from quite far away that a portion of the canal has like collapsed in on itself, and it's blocked, kind of blocked the flow of water in some areas, and so the like surrounding portion of basically, I'll try it with a little indicator for you guys. So basically, like this portion indicated in purple, that part's like been flooded. So there's like a water coming up onto the streets and stuff like that, and the riverbanks is like eroding. So as you guys approach, you guys see that Amechi's shop is modest, a square roof clay building with a slight slant all around. The building is muddy ground. The canal's retaining wall behind the potter's shop is gone, and the canal is overflowing into its banks. 2 nearby houses have collapsed over their cracked foundations. It looks like Amechi's shop is not long before it joins them. And so you guys can see many of the other buildings have been evacuated and stuff like that, but there's like other conservants and stuff like that helping out around here, and the chime ringers, who are the police force, and Natambu, they're helping out as well. But you guys are here to help out the artists, I suppose. And as you guys approach, this fellow comes up to you. Oops, let me put him in your journal. He comes up to you. He says, "Hey, are you guys?" He runs up to you. He says, "Oh, honored students. Are you the people that Jonatimo has sent over?"
Yes.
Indeed, we are. Pleasure to meet you.
He says, thank goodness you've come," shouts a man covered in dry clay on his upper body and wet mud on his lower legs and feet. He gestures at the chaos around him. He says, "I can't work like this." And he says, he gestures over towards, there's a lot of other people that are like piling mud and like trying to reinforce the foundation of his shop. He says, "As you can probably tell, we're artists in this area, not engineers. That means my neighbors and I weren't much help to counteract the effects of these floods." As he gestures towards the flooded canal. We tried to get help from Magistrate Mayor Asanda, as infrastructure is his responsibility, but apparently he's too busy worrying about his own flooded mansion to help us out. But I heard he has plenty of help at his mansion, which is Okay, sorry. I added in my own narration, and then the book was like, we have that too. Anyway. He's got all the engineers in his fat cat mansion sucking off the public tea. And look at us artists. And you see like some like shingles start falling off his house. He's like, it's about everything I have in my school. It's about to flood into the canal. He's like, please tell me you have some way to help me out.
Of course we do.
We have some way to help you out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he goes, oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much. He says, looking at Arashi.
Some way.
All right.
Arashi looks left and looks right, and then like takes a couple steps back.
If it's not too early or too forward of me to do so,
I would like to kill him.
yeah.
Oh my.
No, I would like to kind of investigate what could have caused this. If it was just rainfall, or if it was sabotage.
Okay.
Because I suspect everything is sabotage now. I think this adventure path has trained me to do so.
Alright, so the options for investigating the area are nature, survival, or society. And each of those gives different information.
Nature, society, and survival, right?
Yeah. So 3 different people want to roll for those.
Okay. You guys can do it, because I'm not.
Somebody
good at
rolls
it.
nature, I'm gonna be so mad.
You can do nature, Vin.
I have to reload everything.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my academic knowledge of human social systems to investigate the cause of this disruption.
Alright.
Little anthropology roll there.
Arashi may be a fish out of water, but he's mastered the society of Natambu.
Come here, you. Where are you?
Oh, that wasn't even that good.
The DC was 20 for that one.
Oh.
You check and you notice that the flooding is unseasonal and unusual.
I knew it.
That's all that provides. Society.
Wow.
Okay. Hero succeeds at a society check. Remembers that the canals rarely flood except in the rainiest weather. The last weather-related canal flood. This is not one attributed. That is one not attributed to accident or negligence. Happened over a decade ago. And then if someone wants to roll a survival check as well.
Jean, are you good at survival?
Yeah, he is.
All right, Jean, I leave it up to you.
All right, with a 22 in survival, they're checking out the canal. Jin kind of is checking out the house and the foundation, and he counts on his fingers, and Jing estimates that at the rate of decay of the shoreline, that this shop's got about 2 days before it's going to sink into the river.
Oh man, we gotta fix this ASAP.
And so the book provides a new action that everybody can take. It's called Shore Up Structure.
Convenient.
Yeah. And
I would like to take up that action.
all right, so from everybody, it's going to be a DC 20, either crafting, survival, or survival check.
Crafting or survival?
Yeah, or if you have lore architecture, you can roll that as well.
Oh, we're so fucked.
And the DC is only 15 if you do that.
Oh my god, okay. I guess we'll go one at a time then.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it an exploration activity?
It is, yeah.
Oh, of course.
All right. Good luck, guys.
All right. Jing rolled a 24.
Nice. Oh my God, Arashi.
Arashi, hilarious.
Oh, Alexis.
Oh, we all did it! Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm proud of us.
Magambia rocks. Okay, so with that, 4 successes and a critical success. Everybody's working together. Let's see. You work to shore up Amechi's sinking shop by erecting supports, diverting floodwater, reinforcing existing walls and flooring. This activity takes 2 hours. So over 2 hours, you guys are like getting in the mud, really trying to help out Alexis's. This looks miserable. And after that, all your hard work, you guys can tell that you've bought this. You've bought this house 3 days. You know, you've managed to hold back the well of nature for 3 more days, so it has like 5 days until it will collapse. And after about 2 hours of work, eventually you guys, you know, Jing, who's calculating how long it had to survive, eventually you guys kind of conclude you're like, you know, at this point there's only so much that like physical labor will do to stop it in order to save this shop for sure, and all the potters, so they can keep on making their beautiful pots. You guys are gonna have to turn to something a little more unnatural.
Oh, a natural, you say?
Mhm.
Tech magic to see if there's anything magical around us.
No, Alexis, nothing. natural.
Nothing.
But
Guys,
you
there's
guys,
no magic.
but you know, you guys recall that you go to the greatest academy of magic in the entire world, and you know, perhaps there's a scroll or spell somewhere amongst the libraries there that could provide you aid on this.
I'm gonna look to Mordain and Arashi, our arcane experts, and I just kind of look at them and be like, do we know any like aquamancers or something like that could like speak to the water and tell it to stop?
You're funny.
I just kind of have this blank look on my face, and I'm like, "What? Like, I know plenty of people that can talk to nature. I don't think that's that weird, but."
I thought Vin would be surprised that like Mordain can talk.
I don't know any Aquamancer, but I'm sure we can ask around at the Magambia. Before we do that, I would like to see if I can discern where the failure started.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a survival or what kind of check that is.
Yeah, 1 second. I have to open this in.
I will aid him.
Looks like DC 25 Arcana or nature check.
I will aid him with nature.
Okay. All right. You hold him back.
Well, I tried.
Oh no, wait, no, you got 21, so that does give Rashi a bonus. Okay, so you guys are looking around, trying to see if you can determine what it is that this failed. And sure enough, your guys' suspicion was proven to be valid and worthwhile as you're kind of investigating the nastiness around here. You see that what caused the collapse was not like a break or a shattering or bending or anything like that. You can see the area of the canal that failed was melted away. Someone used acid to, to sabotage the canal.
Oh.
And also, I want us all to flash back to 8 episodes ago, where Mott was trying to fulfill that prayer from someone that the canal, like the new canal, would like hold through, and he failed to. And like he failed to feed the egg to that snake, and that means it was a bad omen. So, looky here. Through lines. Fucking Mott. I know.
Huh. So, good. Let's go report our findings.
Okay, so you go back to John and Timo to see if you can ask him what's up.
Yeah, I was going to say let's go back to Gianatimo, but I couldn't remember his name.
All right, so you guys return to his office. So you can see you're just like absolutely covered in mud and stuff like that. And he says, "Well,
You get hosed off first, I guess."
And, he sees you and he's like, "Well, at least I can tell that you were out there doing it."
Arashi waits for this moment to shake all the mud and water off of his feathers.
Arashi, I think you should consider how your actions affect other people. And then when you're done with this mission, come through and clean all this mud off of my office.
What?
So what'd you discover? Have you managed to save the shop?
We have managed to buy the shop some time, but the failure is too extensive to be repaired with manual labor alone. Also, we have managed to discover that this was not in any way accidental or coincidental. There is strong evidence that acid was used to create a fault in the retaining wall.
Oh, did you get a sample of this acid?
Of course.
All right. Yeah.
Did we get a sample of this acid?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Don't make problems for yourself.
Okay.
He says, "Very good. I shall compare this to the other acid sample that you provided me."
I know that there was acid that we attained. I don't remember when.
It was at the the lab that you guys found in the Bombay building.
Okay. I remember now.
I'll cross-reference these and then see if I can talk to our our snake friends to. Oh wait, he doesn't know that you guys. He doesn't know that you guys have 2 snake people in like a basement.
Yeah, perhaps Zuma could help you with with maybe because they maybe know more. We should also check back with her to see if those snake people are still alive.
Snake guys.
Yeah, man, a lot going on. Okay, he nods and he says, "Well, I thank you for finding these for me, and you said physical labor is not enough to save the shop, so I implore you to do some research and see if you can find a spell or ritual or something like that that will work towards the betterment."
I bet
Is this
there's a
located in the library?
ritual.
He says it's possible to find it in the library, or if there's any teachers that you trust that might know what's up, you can ask around that way as well.
So a library then.
I'm sure Koride has something she'd be willing to help out with. Okay. Well, if you guys want to go search the library, in that case, it is a... Great question. It's going to be an Arcana or Occultism check as you guys scour the libraries to see if you can find scrolls on.
Maybe Arashi can search the library while our more gregarious party members ask around.
Okay, I'll talk to Karide then.
I'll
do the chat.
Mordain was interested in maybe doing a roll.
Yeah.
Should we each do? Is this each do a roll, or do we only?
It's
need...
gonna be Mordain's gonna give me an Arcana roll.
Okay.
Go from there.
Oh, wait a minute. Rashi actually has a higher Arcana than me. It's only one check per party.
No, we'll be able to make more checks. I just want Mordain to have accomplished something today. All right.
There you go.
So Mordain, you are doing some work, looking through the spells, and you are able to come up with 2 possible candidates that might be just what you need. So the first one is you see a ritual that is labeled as Unseen Underpinnings, which is a variation on the ritual Unseen Custodians, which summons basically spirits to help cater for you. So you read into this ritual a little bit, and it basically summons spirits to hold up the foundation of a building in perpetuity. Tight. And the other one that you're able to discover is a other spell, and this one's a little more hidden. I don't know. You can tell it's of a different caliber than that one. And it's called Community Repair, and it basically uses the part of the ritual is that you gather a community together, and people come together and they share their astral energy. And communal feelings and memories about a certain location, and that helps restore a dilapidated place back to being its proper state. If you give me 1 second, I think I can get the stats on these. Oh, okay. Unseen Servants is just oh wait, that's not right. Alright, never mind. This book be crazy. But if you look into the sorry, there's noise just went off behind there. If you look at the index in Roll20 in the compendium, you go spells, and in there you'll find Community Repair.
We see it.
Sweet. Oh, sweet. Is me interacting with this? Just bring it up.
Here, do you want me to post it into the Discord?
I suppose I can just grab it.
Whoop. Pa.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Dude, I went looking for it. I couldn't find it. Bogus.
It was under rituals, because you said ritual spells, so I was like, oh, ritual spells.
Yeah. That's it.
And this is Unseen Custodians. Look. Copy.
Dude, way to go, Mikey. Hero point.
Thank you.
Being GM's assistant.
I don't. Maybe I'm not looking.
So yeah, one uses Arcana or Occultism as its primary check, and the other uses Performance as its primary check.
I mean, if we have to choose one,
It looks
I
like
will say-
unseen. Sorry. It says unseen custodians last only a year though, so it would default again in a year.
This is a alteration on it, and the alteration does make it permanent.
Okay.
Is what Mordain finds. Which just seems so immoral to me.
Like you are certain forever.
Yeah, you're gonna hold up this house forever. Goodbye.
yeah. Actually, that was what I was gonna say. Is like the unseen underpinning thing. I was like, that sounds like slavery.
Does.
Just to harness and bind these spirits to hold up this house. No big deal.
So I'm hearing some support for community repair.
What do you guys want to do? What spell?
I think there's a strong argument for performance being a thing we roll as well.
Yeah, I mean, Alexis could do a performance check for you guys if needed.
Sure, you can't solve all your problems with Arcana, right?
There you go.
All right, sweet. I can feel the air starting to come out of the session. Sweet. So you guys return to the damaged canal. Damaged canal and Amechi's pottery shop, which let's see here. You're able to took a half a day of Mordain going through the libraries to find that scroll, but eventually you guys made it out and did it properly. And so you come back and you gather everybody, all the students that were helping him try to save the pottery shop, basically, and you gather them up, and you're like, all right, here's the basis of the ritual that we're about to perform. So you lead your community in repairing a public work, such as a bridge, well, or mural. Through the power of memory and art, the primary caster serves as an emissary or leader, which, while each secondary caster provides a heartfelt antidote that somehow involves the public work, for instance, recounting a story of playing at a fountain each summer. The antidotes don't need to be first-hand accounts. A community member might sing of how their grandparents fell in love crossing the bridge every day, but they must be directly connected in some way. So with this, there's going to be a primary caster, and so I think we're volunteering Alexis to do that.
Yeah, yeah, we can do that.
We also need rare powdered pigments of at least 3 different colors worth a total of 50 gold.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going to ask everyone who is affected by this to chip in. Do a little community collection. Kind of boost the spirit of
I'm a
this.
Gabian GoFundMe.
Yeah,
Good.
to
Anyone-
boost the communal spirit of this community repair.
All right, give me a society roll.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh!
Maybe you tell Arashi the idea so he could spell, so he could do it for you.
Oh!
No more day. He's trying to get money from the community.
Oh, okay.
Trying being the operative word. Oh, you know, that was a great roll for you, so I think it's a reasonable request. So yeah,
I have a +0, so that is a 17.
they'll go ahead and cover the costs. Oh my gosh, I finally found where that animal shelter was. All right, sweet. Yeah, they'll cover the powder.
Excellent.
I was really
Once
hoping you were gonna
they-
say
yeah.
I run back to the bazaar and just like scoop up all the powder he threw at us.
So yeah, once I have enough money, I'll go out and find the things and then come back.
Okay, sweet. And then with that, everybody's going to be a secondary caster. So this is going to be either crafting, performance, or society to get that to be a secondary caster for this.
I actually hate this spell. I think we should do the other one.
All right.
Alexis,
Yeah.
are you gonna lead us?
Yes, but I think you have to aid me with secondary performances first.
Casters have to do.
First?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the primary one, so yeah.
All right. I will begin with performance.
Oh, you got a 19. That's pretty good.
I rolled a 19.
Wow.
Very nice. Okay, and we'll need one of those from, so either a crafting, performance, or society roll from Jing, Mordain, and Arashi.
Sure.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Okay, so altogether that's a +1 for Alexis on her roll.
Okay, and I'm gonna have my familiar outside next to me, so that way I get a +1 to this as well.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so it's +2 total. Okay, guys.
What
What's
is
the
your
DC?
familiar?
This Madam Butterfly. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, is that from
There you go.
Sekiro?
Yep. So it's next to me, so I get a +1. So it's total +2. All right. Wish me luck, guys. +2 to the roll.
Oh!
That's bam. 33 with the bonuses.
All right. On a critical success, the public work is restored to its prior construction. It takes on further qualities encouraged by the thoughts of the community. For the next week, while a caster is within 60 feet of the site of the ritual, they receive +1 status bonus to will saves against motion effects, and a +10 status bonus to their speeds.
Oh, yay!
So you have to
That is hot and sexy.
yeah, you have to lure the frog people over to here, so you'll have enhanced movement when you ambush them.
Everyone's +1 status bonuses will save. Oh, nice. Okay, that was good.
Yeah, so the whole community is very very odd, as we see. Woo, Alexis, describe this ritual to us. Describe how you guys repair this pottery store and keep it from sinking into the canal.
Have you ever seen Digimon where Gatomon evolves to Angelomon?
Yes.
Oh.
And you see everyone shoots their skill toward her,
Uh-huh.
and at the end she does little spell thing. Exactly like that. Power of friendship.
All right, sweet.
Oh
I didn't
my
expect
God.
we'd be hearing from Digimon today, but gosh darn it, we did.
Mikey inspired me to come out to you and say that my number one unpopular opinion is Digimon is better than Pokemon.
It's because it's true.
Oh, oh, that's some fighting words right now. Uh-oh.
I know. I was always a Digimon kid. Always.
I love both, but the games are way better for Pokemon than Digimon, in my opinion.
Dude, no way. Play Cyber Sleuth, and you'll be like, Pokemon is a dumb game for dumb
I
people.
actually passed Cyber. I played that I think 4 years ago when I was still in college.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's good.
In which case, you just have the wrong opinion and not an uneducated opinion.
No, they're both equally good, but I still favor Pokemon a little bit more.
I didn't mean to derail. I'm just saying I had to come out.
I'm always willing to derail for Digimon.
None of these references make to me at
Yeah. Go collect Social Security, old man. The future is now.
Yeah.
You damn kids.
We'll show you some Digimon later, Arashi. I got you.
All right, so yeah, from the jaws of defeat, you guys managed to restore this building to its former glory. It's better than ever. You gave it the queer eye, like once over. Now it looks beautiful. And so Meshi comes into his office. He's like, "Oh my god!" This feels great. Everybody feels great. And the students all come towards you and they hug you and they're like, "Oh, thank you so much for saving the shop. Now we have somewhere to express ourselves." Yeah.
Yay! Glad we could help you guys.
I'm gonna make sure that everyone present, especially those that might be from the Magambia, spreads the information about what Alexis achieved here today
Oh, yeah.
to spread the message of unity and expression and art and passion, etc.
You go, Vin. I totally forgot about that. Go, Vin. Go.
Hey, that's what a campaign manager is for. This is publicity.
I love like how little Alexis cares about her own campaign.
She gets side railed very easily.
Yeah. And so Meshi runs into his store and comes out and he's carrying like 1,000,000 pots. And you guys are just like, man, imagine all the emeralds that could be inside that shop. But he comes to each of you and he's like, thank you guys so much for saving my shop. He's like, oh, listen, I can't let you go home empty-handed. So he gives each of you a very nicely formed masterwork and beautifully painted pot. They're each worth 5 gold each.
Thank you for the gift.
Of course, happy to help. Or I guess it's the least I could do for saving my livelihood.
I am so happy that you are happy. I will keep my pot.
All right.
Same.
I'm gonna keep all my giblets and doodads in there.
This pot is a campaign ornament.
In the middle of the little circle that you made, Vin, it could be like at the pot right there.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, and with that, you managed to successfully wrap up that mission. Congratulations.
Whoa! Good job, team. Could have done without you guys.
And now it seems to me that what we have to do now is see if we can investigate that gambling den.
All right. Disguise time. Papa.
Okay. Going from Alexis. Please tell me what Alexis's like shady criminal, like alternate identity is that she's disguising herself.
Oh man, actually, what she was trying to do is she was trying to pretend to be one of those cocktail waitresses. That's what she's trying to do. Like go in as like a cocktail waitress, or, like as one of those like dancers in the casinos, kind of like that.
All right.
So like probably like I don't know what like kind of like what those go-go dancers wears. Like if you ever been to a club with like the neon and all that stuff, kind of like that's what Alexis' outfit is.
Okay. I'm matching 60 mod style dress.
Yep.
All right. Arashi, what's Arashi going to disguise as?
I don't know. Let me think about that for a second.
Don't you have any wonder in your heart?
No.
This is what I imagine you guys are going as.
Oh goodness.
All right. Arashi, while you're racking your brain, then what are you going as?
Honestly, Vin doesn't have to do much, but to look kind of shady. Like his face is all scarred, and he's got tattoos all over his arms, and half his head is like shaved off. But I am gonna change my clothing to be more swashbucklery. I'm gonna look like like more piratey, and I'm gonna do
Vin, I'm gonna need you to stop spanking whatever it is you're spanking on the other side of your mic.
I bang on my keyboard. And just some like a layer of like villain eyeliner.
Of course. How sharp. How sharp. Alright, sweet. Jing. How's Jing disguised for this gambling den?
Let's see. I think I'll make sure. I think I'll. I'm going to be more like almost like a shadow kind of monk. I'm going to be all in black. I'm going to actually put what if I should wear a patch? I'll put a patch on my eye too, just to look a little more.
Ooh, yeah.
Sinister and a little more devious, I guess.
All right. Once more, Dan, going as.
Mordain probably won't really dress up all that much, but it is a gambling joint, so he will act like he's one of them compulsive gamblers and a drunk. He's one of them customers.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Arashi actually frequents places like this as himself. But I guess what he'll do is he'll put some feather gel in so that his feathers stand up in the manner of the young roughneck Tengu punks who are out looking for trouble.
Oh my gosh. Great. I love that.
Fucking feather gel.
Dude, that's so funny.
All right.
Give me 5 hours to get everybody's tokens. Vision.
I am telling you this far too late. But as another pro tip, after you have all the settings how you want them, and you have the tokens selected, you can go back into our character sheet and tell it to save it as our token, so that every time we drag it out, the settings are saved.
Oh my gosh, shit, man, where were you 9 sessions ago?
You know how, like, when you forget to say something and then it's just, like, so long that you haven't said it, that it's like, well, if I say it now, I'm just going to look like an asshole.
I see. Almost there.
Come with my twin.
What was that?
I've come with my twin, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
One of you can go away.
Eat him. Absorb his power. I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday. We're watching some show. They're like, have you ever seen yourself at a party and it was in the mirror or something like that? And I was like, no, because if I did, I'd get up, I'd kill my doppelganger before it had the chance to get to me. So you guys,
that is the rule.
that is the rule. I'm not gonna be taking a fool. So you guys, boop, boop, come up to it's the only standing building in this section of town. It's the you guys come up to this shack and you're like, this is the most intact shack. So you knock on the door, head inside, and you're like, yeah. And they're like, oh, these guys look rough. And so they let you guys come in and join them. And they're like, we're just playing some dice. Also, a waitress.
Yeah.
Get us a drink.
I'm like all the way up there, like. what would
Oh
you
my
like to
God.
drink?
Yeah, so you guys, like, a day passes, and you guys, like, all gather there, but we don't see Alexis with you. So you guys walk in, and you just see, like, Alexis behind a bar or something.
She's
Like-
making money. She needs
Yeah.
it.
Already been there for, like, a whole day.
Oh, poor day. Yeah, man. How's it going? Ordain's acting as a drunk now.
We'll lay out the drink for that fellow compatriot over there.
All right, so you enter the room and you see presently gathered around this like little pit for doing dice. There is an elf, a human, and a lizard person. The three of them are being rowdy. And,
Walk into a bar.
yeah, you walk into a bar. The rowdy boys throwing money about, shoving each other, being drunk. Abio doesn't look like he keeps very good company.
Is there any gambling currently taking place?
Yeah. They're doing dice right now. So are we.
I'm gonna. Where is this happening? I'm gonna join that.
All right, you're looking at it. It's right there. It's like in the center of that like little stone. area.
Oh, got it. Okay, I'm gonna go up, and I'm gonna try to ascertain how I can join by observing.
Okay, so they're oh, there we go. Yeah, they see you come in and they're like, "Hey, short stuffs. Either throw your money in or get out. It's a $20 or it's a 20 peso buy-in.
What is
20 gold pieces."
K peso? 20 gold pieces.
This is how you get into $100 of debt.
I will give them 20 gold.
Yeah.
I will put down 20 gold.
You better win.
All right, sweet. And I go,
And
all
just,
right.
with just like staring down, like trying to give off the air of like I'm here to play.
Okay. So Vin begins to shake the dice about in his jars, getting ready for the round. Mordain, I don't know, stumbles over to the bar where Alexis is a server, I suppose.
Yeah, shoot. But we'll be secretly talking about strategy and plan. Well, he pretends to be drunk.
All right, yeah.
You guys.
I'd love to hear what the plan is, honestly.
Me too.
Yeah, well, Alexis was going to go around and ask for everyone's drink, but while she's going around with all our different compatriots, like, she's going to go right there. She's going to ask for drinks, but at the same time, she's going to notice to see if there's anything suspicious between all these people. Like, can I have your drink, sweetie? And go up to the next one. Can I have your drink, sweetie? And I just go on by, but, like, do a perception check around all of them to see if there's any, like, of notice.
Yeah.
Is Lisa chilling with that elf?
I'll be chilling with the elf, then chilling with the green thing, then chilling with Mushkudu the bully, and then going back to the bar,
All right.
and then telling everyone what she found out.
Sweet. Okay. He's yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception roll as you're walking around the table.
Oh my god. I will hero point that, actually,
Okay.
because I got 2, and why not? Much better.
Good use of a hero point. All right. So you're walking around, kind of getting the feel for these two and for the whole room as you're going about, and you eventually come to realize that Kiru here, the elf, and the human up here, the bully fellow up here, as you listen to them talk and go for a while, you realize the two of them are part of a gang, or they're in the same gang that like robs performers on the streets, like after, like busking out on the streets.
Oh my.
The lowest form of crime.
Yeah. What about this thing right here? Or elf thing? Or what is...
Yeah, Loken, you actually, as you see her like gambling and stuff, you actually come to realize that she's with the establishment.
Oh. Okay. She's gonna tell well, after Alexis finds out all the information, she's gonna tell Mordain that these are the two guys you're looking for. The other girl, the one next to Rashi, innocent.
Okay.
Okay. So what's
Here's your water, Mordain. You need it.
It looks like Arashi is rolling dice right now.
It kind of does.
Oh my gosh,
Totally.
that's so good.
Of course. Me with my fellow anthropomorphic creature here.
Yeah.
Is it a dice rolling gambling or?
Dude, that's a great question. Let's see. Pathfinder 2E. Gambling.
You mean you didn't have a gambling game like already prepared?
No, you guys are beyond the scope of the adventure.
Oh,
Imagine that.
Let's see. How to play. Start the current shooter takes a stake. 20 gold pieces. Alright. Shooter then rolls first d20, establishing their point. The shooter can then double their stake if desired. Alright, that seems lame. I think I'm just going to do a flat d20 roll and we'll see where we go.
so if it's dice rolling, Mordain can secretly aid with Mage Hand.
Ooh.
Because the hand is invisible, and I could help Rashi cheat and tilt the dice a little.
Oh. Nice.
You look at the spell, it says invisible or ghost-like. I would make it invisible and secretly tilt some dice to aid him.
Alright. So that case, Vin, I'm going to roll a d20. We'll give you a +2 to like whatever you roll. And we'll just have these other 3 roll a d20 as well. Alright. Hero point. Hero point. Hero point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Oh, yeah, you need, yeah.
I think I need a hero point on that.
Alright. Oh.
Oh, no.
And that's how you lose 20 gold.
Yikes.
Alright, yeah. Even with
And a hero point.
even with Mordain kind of tilting the dice in your favor, you know, Lady Luck just not in Vince can't. Oh, wait, Luck? Oh, halfling Luck?
It's not a 1.
Damn it. Okay, so close. Okay, just not in your ballpark today. Okay, so what's Jing?
Double down.
Yeah, you should.
Okay. All right, so they're all raucous, and you know, if you do want to double down, that's fine with me. But what's Jing doing while these guys are doing that?
Jing is is gonna step over here, just kind of watch everybody, just kind of trying to see if anything's out of the ordinary. Just hanging back. He wants to keep his money.
That's smart. All right, Jing, roll a perception roll for me, please.
1 second.
Ooh, man. Okay.
Oh, Jing.
So you can notice that there's basically like a light coming from under the door where Alexis is. So I guess there's a bar. You can tell that there's one more person in the room, and someone's like chilling out inside the manager's room
Okay.
of this facility. Okay. And Arashi, what are you doing while this is happening?
Arash is going to hobnob with the lowlifes, sharing stories of all the foolish petty criminals he's known.
All right. Is that society? All right, yeah. Lokan nods her head. The lizard woman nods her head. And she says, "Oh, I know what you mean. Criminals can be so unreliable. That's why we split from Frog Legs and stuff, and we're running this biz on our own now."
Oh,
God damn it! I want my 20 gold back.
the Froglegs can't be happy about that.
Well, she can shove it. Also, we haven't, said it out loud, but but they'll get the picture once the money stops rolling in.
Really? So you've been paying money to the Froglegs, huh?
Yeah.
That must be tough to work with.
Yeah, they're a bunch of psychos, and they never let us meet the leader. They asked for overhead way above any other of the gangs before they came in. So we finally had enough.
Tell you what, maybe I could make a little tip to the wind chimers, and they could round up some of them frog legs. If you tell me maybe one or two you want to give up, would never connect to you, you'd be clean.
While she considers this, Vin, I hear the words double down.
Fine.
Yes. All right. Roll your d20. Woo! All right, so that'll be a 20 with more day.
Yeah.
Get your money back, Vin.
Well, if they each put 20 in, does that mean I win the pot?
Yeah.
So that means I'm up 40.
That's right. All right. Up 60. Wait. Yeah.
Well,
You're right.
because
You're
I
right.
lost
Yeah, you're
20.
Hey, maybe we should all start gambling right now.
And they wipe
How
off
we
their
make money.
pants, and they're like, that's enough for one night. Ooh, they start stretching. All Jeez.
I want to laugh it off and be like, "Oh, must be beginner's luck."
They're like, no way, you're way too happy about that.
I have no idea. I never win anything.
And okay, well, lizard lady to Arashi. She's like, blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you what. There's this one Gripply that I've really don't like. If you can get him taken down, that'd be pretty cool.
Tell me more. Where can I find this Gripply?
Their name is... Oh, boy.
Gripplerson.
Gripplerson. What's that short for? Gripstopher? That's a name not meant to be pronounced by mortal lips.
Hiropo?
Hiropo?
Hiropo.
Yeah, Hiropo. They're one of the Jinxers. Always threatened to cast dark magic on us and stuff like that. And yeah, as he says this, you guys can roll Arcana. As she says this, you guys can make Arcana rolls.
I know a thing or two about dark magic as a Tengu, I tell you.
I'm gonna order another drink from the serving wench.
All right.
Alexa's gonna be like, "That'll be 60 gold pieces, please, Vin."
More Dan, when he's over here in this, you think you can like figure out what it was that was causing like alchemical compound at the start of the session to like be so erratic and unpredictable. You bet it was this person was probably the one doing it. They were using some Gripply Jinx magic to infuse it with chaos, like chaos magic, basically. Yeah. All right, so Alexis goes over to Vin for a drink. Is that right?
Hey, Vin, these two guys. She whispers to Vin, "These two guys, watch out for them. This girl, don't worry about her too much. Arashi's got her, but these two, watch out."
I'm just gonna subtly nod, and then I'm gonna turn my attentions to the elf for later. I'm gonna chill for a moment in my winnings. Kind of maybe keep an eye on the elf to see if I can if there's any conversation or anything that he is gonna start, or any way I can like weasel my way in.
He and his brother are just talking about you should have seen that last loot player. Totally tripped him up, broke his loot over my knee, stole everything in his guitar case. It was awesome. I hate artists. He's the anti-elf. Yeah, they're just talking about like the latest guys they've robbed. You know, the way criminals perform and behave. I've decided I'm a criminal and I'm gonna commit myself to that that life path.
I'm just gonna chill out, see what happens.
All right. Well, is there any unfinished business left to be held here?
Can my new friend point me towards Hiropo's whereabouts?
And she says, they always came here, but I know that the Gripplies hang out in the swamps outside of Natambu.
That's so Gripply.
I know, right?
Grippleys, believe it or not.
You don't see me chilling out on warm rocks.
Right? You don't see me living in a bunch of sticks. All right, so this Haropo disappears, then you know you owe me a favor at some point, right? No big deal.
You were really making it sound like you were doing. No, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, whatever. Hey, you wanna get out of here?
I got a little business to attend to. Arthur kind of wanders over here.
Give us some information, Arashi. What'd you find out? Whispers Alexis. Would you like a drink?
I work here.
Does the bar know that you're here?
I'm pretty sure I got hired here, right?
Yeah, you know. We cut to you sitting down with the lizard people. And they're like, "So, what are your prior qualifications for working here?"
Yeah, I have many experience in the entertainment business, as you can see with my performance roles. And I'm very sociable, among other things.
All right, you're hired. Well, we can't get anybody else with your qualification in this crap hole, so we'll go with it.
Yay!
And we cut back to the future.
Yeah. Cut to me. Yeah, fucking bards, right?
They know you're a poser.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Check it out. That guy loves bards.
What's up, bard friend?
Hey.
Bard lover. We're looking for a Gripply named Haropo. They're supposed to hang out in the swamps outside of Natambu.
Perfect. Okay, we should leave this area now that we got the intel.
Makes sense to me.
But just warning you, real quick, Arashi. She slowly nudges towards Mishikudu, the bullying the elf. Those two are part of the gang. Beware.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay, good. And in the meantime, since Jing is all the way in the corner, she's gonna message Jing all that she says, like whisperly, quietly. So that way Jing knows that we're ready to leave soon.
I slowly nod my head.
All right. So, Mordain, anything else you wish to accomplish in here?
So I could. You said who are the ones to watch out for this elf?
Yeah, elf and the bully.
Do they've got? So I've got a shrink spell. Do they got anything I can hide inside to kind of spy on them whenever we leave? Like, does he carry a backpack, a purse, or anything like that around with him?
Yeah, give me a second. From talking to them, you can hear these two mention that they like rent out rooms in this shack, actually. So you might be able to like sneak something inside the room.
I mean, like, shrink size and then hide inside something they're carrying,
Oh, I see what you're
to
saying.
like spy on what they're talking about when they're like getting ready to leave.
Yeah, sure. They got backpack with them. They've got a guitar case that they stole from some dude that's like loaded down with.
And
Quarters?
the shrink spell only lasts, I think, 10 minutes, but we'll kind of like wait for it and be like, hey, if they're leaving, cast it at the exact time. I'll say hiding behind a bar or something, and then sneak into her backpack to be able to spy on them. And if it starts to wear off, I could always, recast it the last few seconds to maintain the spell.
Okay.
Mordain's just studying like ways he can try to get. And do you want me to roll my stealth check now for that?
Yeah, go ahead. Sounds like everybody else is getting ready to wrap up, so go ahead.
I'm just trying to keep them occupied. I don't want us all leaving at the same time, so I'm just gonna leave last, and I'm just gonna try to keep them occupied in conversation and keep their attention on me.
All
In
right.
case anybody else wants to do anything I don't know of.
So I will roll the guy's perception against that Mordain.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Not good. That's not good. Oh crap.
Yeah, so the two of them are getting out. They're like, we're going to go to a whore house. And they get packed up and ready to go. And, yeah, they see Mordain cast a spell or trying to sneak into their bag. And they're like, I don't know. Kiru notices you and he's like, what the? Hey! He, like, kicks Mordain away from his backpack and, like, grabs his bag. And he looks between the whole room of people. I don't know. Everybody give me either deception or performance.
Definitely a performance.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just to like
I'm
keep
also,
you cool.
I'm also gonna try to play it off by, and also to try and prevent Mordain from coming into any additional damage or harm. I'm just gonna try to pick up Mordain and look at him and be like, "Hey, what the hell is this all about?"
I just thought it would be cool to go into a dark area.
He's drunk. Excuse me, sir. He's really drunk right now. You need to leave him alone, okay? I'm sorry. Mordain, would you like a cup of water?
You know what?
One of
Mordain
the
was.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, he was drunk the entire time, so I guess that's plausible, not deniability. Okay, guys got a old DC of 19, so three of you. He's like, he sees you like looking at him weird, and he's like, he looks at his buddy. He's like, I think we better get out of here. And his friend nods. And says, yeah, thanks for the game, Loa. And the two of them squint and like start to like double time out of there. As they suspect that Mordain might not be alone, so they don't bother picking on him after they get him.
Once they leave, I'm gonna put Mordain back down.
Oh yeah, Vin Pasto, completely plausible lie.
Nice.
Yeah, finally.
Good job, Ben.
Since we're not all weird and leaving at the same time, I'm gonna take a last drink and make my way towards the exit as well.
Okay.
Have a good one. Come back later.
Did I also get that this person right here was with this establishment?
Yes.
Yes, I told you.
Um,
I think.
yes. I will tip this person 2 gold.
Nice.
You don't tip your bard friend who served you drinks.
I expect that this is an establishment that splits the tips at the end of the day. So
All right, true.
Oh, damn, what's that thing from Disenchanted where they were like, we are a non-gender conforming meritocracy? I don't know. Hilarious show. Watch it. It's great. Ooh, looks like my computer's about to crash.
Uh-oh.
So we'll give. I can GM without looking at Roll20, as long as you guys can hear me.
Did you get the blue screen of death or what?
No, it's just like my browser like froze up and nothing's responding.
That's fixable.
Refresh.
So now I'm assuming the big ploy is you guys are planning to go out into that swamp and find out whoever's doing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure,
Yeah.
that is my natural habitat. Not really.
Okay, well, in that case, we're gonna pick up with that next week because that's a whole thing on its own.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a dungeon crawl. So we'll see what we see there.
I have a feeling. I feel like we missed stuff here, but also I don't really, because there's unopened doors, and the
That's
video game
true.
player in me really wants to open all the doors and like 100% completion, but like that's so weird to do in a real setting. So
Yeah.
It's really
I feel like
hard to leave
opening the
that door
doors
open.
might cause combat to happen though, because we would have
Yeah.
a reason to open the door. You get me? So then we're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. I'm trying to be cool. So
Undiscovered treasure,
All of us
unmurdered
work
people.
here, so you could be entitled to maneuver throughout. Like, yeah, you're new to the job.
Oh yeah,
and-
true. Yeah, I work here, so can I just go through the doors and be like, hey, I need to get some beer real quick. Go through the doors.
You're like, I'm also the maid.
I'm like, I'm the waitress here, a bar girl. Can I just go through the doors and be like, hey, hi, like just go through looking for some stuff?
who knows? Maybe you can. Maybe you can't.
Yeah, do you think that will work?
I'll allow you
No.
to do that, but I really need to have access to my computer to tell you what's in. Let me see if I can access it from my phone while we're. Oh wait, dude! As soon as I said my phone, my computer was like, "Okay, fine, I'll work."
Oh, hey, yay!
It's like, don't be a douche about it. Okay, give me a second. You definitely are allowed to do the manager's room.
Okay, so that's this one, right?
Yeah, it's the one behind you.
Okay.
No, I'm just- what else? What else was that? Okay, C3. You go into Loken's room, and all right, she's an aesthetic, no problem. Nothing in there. In the mini room, nothing in there. Aren't allowed in there. Okay, but you already managed to in like the lobby area before you get back to this seedy background place. There is a chest where they keep some supplies, but it's going to need a DC 20 thievery check in order to pick the lock.
Okay, Alexis will do that then.
Yeah. Lexus is up to the
DC.
task.
20, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, last hero point. I got one more.
Okay.
All right, guys. Treasure or no treasure? No treasure.
Treasure.
You can also do a
That's
DC
big.
25 athletics check if you want to just break it open, but
Can she like acrobatic it? No, it's not happening. Sad face. No treasure.
okay. I guess whatever's in there will remain hidden to time. Let me just give me one more second to make sure nothing left on this one. Yep. Okay. Well, yeah. There we go. Had to cut a little bit short, but you guys managed to matrix dodge your way around combat. So
Yeah, no kidding.
well done.
That was good.
Well done, team.
Yeah.
Proud of us.
And next
don't
week
want
we'll follow up on finally getting to the bottom of this Frog Lades thing.
Dungeon crawl though. I'm nervous.
I'm not. I'm 5th level and so powerful.
Remember our last dungeon crawl? Like that was horrific. Where like we had 30.
Yeah, but I was
high.
weak in 4th level then.
I'm a man now. I should say it's less. It's more in line with like the fight that you guys had yesterday. So it's not so much a dungeon crawl.
Okay, gotcha.
There's multiple enemies and there's a fight and yada yada. Okay, and to our new player, we do milestones. So no XP rewards at the end of the session, which makes this ending seem kind of anticlimactic. But there we are. Thanks everybody for playing. It's gonna be fun.
I think not that you asked for feedback, but I think the milestone is a little better for this adventure path.
Yeah, I wanted to do it with the first book because they had some like you get XP for helping people and discovering their intimacies and stuff like that, which I thought was interesting. But
I said we didn't hit the next milestone yet. Then
No, way too soon for that.
Yeah, we just leveled up last session, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You greedy boy.
We just
Well,
want
I
to
feel like
Accomplished
the
a
best,
lot,
though.
but I wasn't sure how long each book was. So
Yeah. Well, to be fair, in Mummy's Mask, you guys did level up like every session, like 4 sessions in a row or something. So I get it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I would also, especially those who love skills, I would make sure if you haven't yet to look at what you get for being having the attendant, Megami attendant,
Yeah.
because I had missed that, and that was super tough. Essentially,
Yeah, same.
get an extra skill level.
Yep, you get a familiar. That's what you get for level 4. Everyone does.
Yeah.
So
But unfortunately, Jing and Mordain haven't gotten to the 4th level in their branches yet.
oh no.
Oh, I'll get there.
Yeah. Next time there's a study action, then there's the cram action, which is like which helps you like level up 2 at a time, but like draws you back. So next time we'll see about maybe doing that.
And
Keep
I actually I didn't when we started it, but now that I know Jing and we have the same branch, could I assist him?
I don't think
Is
so.
there a mechanic for that, or
No, I don't think there is. Oh, actually, there is. Before we go, there is one last thing I want to get us caught up for. We returned to the Spire dormitories after a few busy days of doing stuff. You know, fighting crime behind your teacher's back. Although I will say, like, good move, not telling John and Timo that. I would have railed you in, or I would have, yeah, reined you in. Arashi, I need Arashi. Where are you, you feathered freak?
I don't know where I am.
He's
somewhere
right here.
where I am.
You're next to S. You're next to Vin's boyfriend.
Oh yeah, I was peeking in their room.
I'll put your clone there. So finally, it comes time for the big election to decide who the student senator is going to be. Everybody, goes into the room to cast their ballot for who who the senator for Spire Dormitory is going to be in the student senate. So the options once more are Mariama, Essie, and then Alexis Skywalker. So the votes get cast, and then they are counted in front of everybody, and so they say, okay, and at the end of wait, I'm so sorry, Alexis, we have to give you, before everybody votes, we need one last speech from Alexis to really try to bring the troops home, you know.
All right, she's gonna rally them, bust out her idol singing toast, and just wow them the best that she can. So, performance. +1 because my butterfly familiar is next to me. Pow. Oh my god, I rolled a 2. I rolled a 1!
Oh my goodness.
God dang.
So, as a reaction, this is a brand new ability, but as a reaction, can I use my halfling luck to give her a reroll
Yes, please.
as my ancestral thingy?
Yeah, if you can do that, please do.
I believe I can.
All right.
Thank you, Vin, as I stumble everywhere. Alright, redo. I rolled a 2.
Never mind. I take it back.
Rolled a 1 and then a 2. You know what? We passed that ritual. That's all that matters. We passed the ritual, so we're good.
All right, yeah. Teacher Oat takes the count for everybody. He's like, hey, I came here to do this for you guys. And so he says, okay. At the end of tabulations, we have our final numbers. It is 3 votes for Mariama, and she looks very proud of that. Nods her head. And then he says, the runner-up is 5 votes for Alexis Skywalker. And... oh, wait a second. That's so funny. I was counting Callista as one of the votes. 5 votes for Alexis, and 5 votes for Essie.
Yeah, I was about to say something as you were doing that.
There's a paper ballot.
Yeah. It's paper ballot. I could have votes on Alexis and then each hand forge them out. Try to cheat her way into winning.
We couldn't cheat our way into winning.
Mordain, are you going to sully the Sacred Institute of Democracy right now? Is that what you're telling me?
I disavow all knowledge of this.
What's going on? We don't know what's going on.
All right. Well, hey, Mordain, if you want to roll a thievery for me.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Steal democracy
no.
like Joe Biden stole the... All right. Let's see.
Oh no.
Also, just because...
Campaign's falling apart. This is like the Monica
Went
Lewinsky
from, like-
scandal. Like, literally.
From the most popular person here to like the least popular person overnight.
Okay, and just because I record these and I do campaign work for Democrats, I just want to disavow that I do not think that Joe Biden stole the election. Okay, I wanted to go on
Thank
record
you.
for that.
Get yourself now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Teacher O basically like pulls that ballot out, and it's just like complete unreadable scribbles, and he's like, I'm afraid this ballot's invalid. Kind of like shoves it away, looking at it weirdly. And he says, however, it looks like at the end of tabulations, that's going to be 5 votes to 5 votes. And he nods his head, and he's like, oh, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're going to have a runoff election. But
Dun, dun, dun.
as that happens, Orochi counts out votes on his bird fingers. And he's like, SC only has 4 votes that we know of. And Alexis has 6 votes that we know of. Either someone cheated, or there's a traitor amongst the group.
Oh my.
There we go. That's a little bit better of an, just marginally better of an ending to go off on.
Is it your boyfriend, Ben? It can't be Inkaru. I don't know.